The lost cause. The ignored.
The impossible.
Meet your match.
A Go to World Girl Scout identifies a big problem, creates a project, and takes the steps to solve that problem.
We stand out because we stand for more. Gold Award Girl Scouts don't just change the world for the better, we change it for good.
Welcome to the Girl Scout Gold Award video training for GSWISE. This training is designed for Girl Scout seniors and ambassadors. Participating in the Gold training, either by watching this video or attending in person, is required to earn the Gold Award. We also welcome leaders, advisors, and parents and guardians to listen in as well, as you have an important role in supporting your girl. The Gold training will cover the requirements, expectations, and council processes for this award. It will provide you with several tools to help plan and carry out a successful Gold Award project that you are passionate about and makes an impact in your community. First things first, the Your Guide to Going Gold, the Gold Award Project rubric, and the Go Gold website are all critical resources as you continue your path towards achieving the Gold Award. These and other resources can be found on our website at gswise.org. Please pause to gather what you need. While the Your Guide to Going Gold and Gold Award Project rubric are printable PDFs, Go Gold is a digital platform that takes you through the Gold process, and Go Gold is where you'll submit your project proposal and final report to the Council for approval. You can access Go Gold from the Gold Award page of our Council's website or the URL listed on the screen. Go Gold follows along with the steps in the Your Guide to Going Gold booklet, and you can save notes in Go Gold on your progress along the way. We strongly suggest you use Go Gold as soon as you start thinking about going for the Gold Award. Go Gold takes you step by step through the Gold process and provides a lot of examples, tips, tools, and additional resources that you'll find helpful. If you wait to start in Go Gold until you're ready to submit your project proposal to the Council for approval, you must still answer all the same questions, which is why we suggest using Go Gold from the beginning, while all of the information for each step is fresh in your mind. In the end, it will seem like less work. It's important to know that sometimes Go Gold isn't fully compatible with all web browsers, so if you're having tech issues, try changing browsers. Before we dig into the Gold process and the guidelines and the expectations, we imagine you might already have some Gold questions. If you have questions or think of questions during this video training, jot them down. We might answer your questions in the training, or you can reach out to us after if we don't. So why earn the Gold Award? Working on your Gold Award will help you discover who you are while bettering the world around you. For some of you, you've planned to go for the Gold for many years, and for others, your interest in earning the Gold Award might be a bit more recent. Every Girl Scout can earn the Gold Award, even if you did not earn your Bronze or Silver awards. Here are some of the benefits of earning your Gold. You'll leave a lasting impact in your community. And for many girls, the experience that comes with going for the Gold sets the foundation for a lifetime of active citizenship. You will be recognized as a distinguished leader in your community, and Gold Award Girl Scouts become pros in team building, problem solving, project planning, and time management, among many other skills. These are invaluable skills that all professionals need and all people value. Earning the Gold Award might also inspire your future career path, and being a Gold Award Girl Scout will help you stand out on college and employment applications. There are also several scholarship opportunities available to Gold Award Girl Scouts. The Gold Award is recognized by many local, state, and governmental agencies, and a Gold Award Girl Scout can enlist at a higher pay grade when they join the military. Hear from Gold Award Girl Scout Netta on how she feels earning the Gold Award has helped her prepare for her future.
To me, earning the Gold Award does not mean having a mere certificate of completion that I can hang on my bedroom wall, but rather, earning my Gold Award has meant obtaining and strengthening valuable lifelong skills such as communication, organization, and leadership. I'm truly grateful for all the challenges I have faced throughout the past 2 years of working on my project, because life is all about persevering and problem solving through any bumps in the road. And as I aspire to be a future pediatrician, I have no doubt that the lessons I've learned while accomplishing my Gold Award will continue to travel along with me.
As you may already know, the Gold Award is the highest award a Girl Scout can earn. Gold projects take dedication and effort, but it's all worth it. Going for the gold will build on all of the experiences and skills you've already developed as a Girl Scout. This is your chance to further develop your leadership skills and connect your passions to meet a need in the community. The Gold Project has a suggested minimum of 80 hours of work and is done individually. Although the Gold Award is an independent project, you will demonstrate your leadership as you rely on a team of people who will support you along the way. The Gold Award project is a take action project. Let's take a closer look at the differences between community service and take action before we go over the overall Gold Award process. A community service project addresses an immediate need for some people right now and may not address the root cause of an issue. Community service projects are often done for the community or by joining an existing team or effort to solve a problem, which means you're working to reach someone else's goal. An example of a community service project is a collection drive, such as collecting food for a local food bank. Community service is an important part of Girl Scouting. There is never anything wrong with community service. But because a Gold Award is a take action project, gold projects are a little bit different. Gold Award projects have long-lasting impact that address the root cause of an issue. Girls going for the gold partner with the community to create your own unique solution to a problem, and you lead your own team to help you achieve your project goals. To better understand the differences between a community service and take action project, check out the Take Action Projects step-by-step guide on our council website. Now let's go over the steps to earning the Gold Award so you can get an idea of the entire process. First, you'll need to complete the prerequisite. These are the requirements that must be completed before you can get started on your Gold Award. Then, you'll think about issues that you are passionate about and investigate those issues. Next, you will build your team so that you have the support you need throughout the project. Then, you'll create your solid project plan. Once your project plan is completed, you will submit your project proposal to the council. And after your project has been approved by the council, that's when you'll take action to implement your project. During and after your project, it's important to reflect on all of the amazing work you did and celebrate your accomplishments with others by sharing your story. And lastly, you'll submit your final report to the council to get final approval. Let's take a closer look at the prerequisite requirement for gold. First, make sure you're a registered Girl Scout Senior or Ambassador. Then, complete 2 level appropriate Girl Scout Senior or Ambassador journeys. However, if you are a Silver Award Girl Scout, then you put yourself on the fast track to earning gold and only need to complete 1 journey. The journey builds upon your skills by investigating a specific topic and then completing a smaller scale take action project. You'll know you have completed a journey when you've earned all of the journey awards and completed the take action project. There are many journeys to choose from to satisfy this prerequisite. All of the journeys are available for free in the volunteer toolkit. Troop leaders and parents of individually registered Girl Scouts can access all of the senior and ambassador journeys for free in the volunteer toolkit. By listening to this video training, you are already completing one of your prerequisites, which is to take the training. We recommend the Gold Award training is completed close to or after having completed the journey prerequisite requirement. In-person trainings are also offered if you would prefer face-to-face over a video training. Girl Scouts are on their honor to complete the Gold training. We recommend that you take Gold training again closer to the time you want to start your project. It never hurts to get a refresher. So there's the training and the journeys, but most importantly, you should feel compelled to do something meaningful that will make the world a better place. Do this for you, not for anybody else. This isn't your parents' or your troop leader's project. The Gold Award is an opportunity to harness your passion and put your ideas into motion. It's challenging, but it's also immensely rewarding, and it is entirely up to you to choose to go for the Gold Award. The first step is to choose an issue. Although this step might seem obvious to you, this step is one of the most important steps in the process. You'll need to select a project that has an impact on a community issue or need. Remember, you're going to be spending around 80 hours or more of your energy on this project, so you want to select an issue that you're deeply passionate about. We find that for many girls that start a gold project and don't complete it, it's because they aren't passionate about the issue that they are addressing. Start by taking inventory of your values and skills. What inspires you? What motivates you into action? What skills or talents and strengths do you have to offer? How would you want to make a difference in your world, and what needs to be changed? These issues that you care about, combined with your talents and skills, could potentially be developed into a Gold Award project to make a positive impact in the community. As you begin to narrow down your ideas for a project, discuss them with everyone and anybody that will listen. When you meet people who you think might be able to help you with your project, write down their names and contact information somewhere in your notes. Whether it's a casual conversation with friends and family or a formal interview with someone from the business community that already addresses the issue you care about, you can learn a lot from others that may help inform the direction of your project. As you consider the issues you've been thinking about, think about where you can make the biggest impact in the community, and if those issues matter to you. If you think of an issue that's not really important to you, maybe that's not an issue you care enough about to explore further. On the other hand, if you think of an issue but can't identify that issue in the community actually happening, then maybe that issue is not a current issue right now in your community. The Gold Award project is not about what you want to do because you like doing it or what you want to give to others. It's about addressing an issue that exists, that you also care about, while working with the community to make it better. Here we've listed several project topics that might help inspire you. This list encompasses some very broad topics. For example, for education, you could be passionate about financial literacy for adults or STEM programming for children. Or for disaster preparedness, maybe you care about hurricanes or tornadoes or wildfires because you or someone you know was affected by one of those disasters. If you're looking for even more ideas, check out our Council's Gold Award webpage to view last year's Gold Award projects and to check out the link to our Girl Scout Bronze, Silver, and Gold Award project ideas document. Now, Gold Award Girl Scout Brooklyn will share why she chose the project issue she wanted to address in her Gold project.
The reason why I chose to do a Serenity Garden along with the neighborhood library is because I grew up knowing Lad Lake. Lad Lake is a group home for girls who've been physically, emotionally, or sexually abused. And growing up and knowing the girls, I realized that some of the girls look exactly like me and we share the same interest. And I just realized that they didn't have a safe outlet outside to just relax and debrief, and I wanted to make a change to help provide them a safe haven outside.
The second step towards going gold is to investigate. The investigation step of the project is a critical part of your project plan. Research, and when you think you're done, research some more. Use your investigative skills to learn everything you can about the issue. What is the issue? Who is affected? How did it start? Where am I seeing this issue is most prevalent? You get the picture. You want to be able to cite specific facts and statistics that show your issue demands attention. You can conduct your research using the news, magazine, or web articles, or check out websites of organizations related to your issue. Part of doing thorough research is taking advantage of this wide variety of resources that are available to you. This includes people resources. Consider teaming up with community members or organizations to learn more. For example, let's say you're interested in environmental education and you learn there's an organization in your community that provides this type of programming in schools. Reach out to them. Make them one of your resources. Maybe you'll even be able to partner with that organization to address the issue you identify. You could also conduct your research by doing experiments, facilitating surveys, reviewing case studies, or making observations. After you've discovered what you care about and have identified the issues that exist in your community through research, then it's time to choose your Gold Award project topic. Once you've narrowed down your project topic, review all of the notes you took while investigating the issue you identified. Many issues are really big, they're hard to fix, so you might need to narrow your focus even more. A good way to do this is to pick one root cause of the issue and develop a solution to that specific problem. Because a Gold Award project is a take action project, your solution needs to identify the root cause of the issue. Root causes are an issue's trigger. They identify why an issue is happening. As you're researching your issue, think about what the base or root causes are. Drill down to find out where the problem started. What are the underlying factors that led to the existence of the problem? The mind mapping tool in Go Gold might help. A mind map is a drawing that offers an overview of a topic and its complex information, allowing you to understand and create new ideas and build connections. The mind mapping method will help you think about different root or base causes that affect the issue that you identified. In this mind map, you're seeing lack of arts education in schools as the main issue. Curriculum structure, funding, public policy, and public perception all contribute to the issue of lack of arts education in schools. Looking at funding and digging a bit deeper, you see that the arts programming is often not included in school budgets, and there's missed opportunities for community partnerships. These are some of your root or base causes. Here's a different way to drill down to the root cause. This exercise is called the 5 whys. Basically, we're going to keep asking ourselves, why? Here you see a picture of the Lincoln Memorial Monument in Washington, D.C. The monument is deteriorating. Do you know why? Well, it's because of the strong chemicals needed to clean it. You might ask, why are they using strong chemicals to clean the monument? They're using strong chemicals because there's a lot of bird droppings on the monument. Okay, well, why are there bird droppings on it? Because there's a lot of spiders on the monument, and the birds like to eat the spiders. So why so many spiders? Well, there's a lot of spiders because of the vast swarms of insects that are drawn to the monument at dusk, and the spiders feed on these insects. So why are there so many insects swarming at dusk? The swarms of insects are attracted to the lighting of the monument, which is turned on at dusk. We've drilled down, asking ourselves why several times, and the root cause in the issue of the Lincoln Memorial Monument deteriorating could be pointed to the lights being turned on at dusk. So a solution addressing the root cause here would be to change the lighting of the monuments so that the large swarms of insects are not attracted to the monument at dusk. The third step in the GOLD process is to get help, which includes building your team. As you already know, the Gold Award project is an independent project, but you certainly won't be in it alone. You will build and lead a team to help make your project successful. The more support you have around you, the better your project will be. Your project team can include friends and family, but should not be limited to just those two groups. Reach beyond your immediate network to include others in your project, such as classmates or teachers from your school, experts in the community from organizations and businesses that are knowledgeable about your topic, or people who can assist you with specific components of your project. Your troop leaders and parents are also valuable members of your project team. They offer guidance and support and can check in with you on your progress. They can also read over your project proposal and final report before you submit them to the council. They may also be more familiar with the Gold Award process and all of our council's policies and procedures. You will also need to choose a project advisor that is someone other than a troop volunteer for your troop or your parent or guardian. A project advisor is a person with expertise in the topic of your Gold Award project. When you investigate your topic in step 3, someone from the community might stand out to you who could serve as your project advisor. If your parent or guardian or troop volunteer has expertise in your topic, that's awesome. They can help connect you with someone from their network to serve as your project advisor. Your project advisor works closely with you throughout the process. Your project advisor can help you get the resources you need to carry out your project. They can provide additional background information on your chosen issue and support you in solving problems as they arise. When you're deciding who would make a good project advisor, reach out to people and explain your interest in the issue and the specific types of support they could provide you and ask questions about your issue. Share background about the Gold Award process, and the goals of your project. And give the potential project advisor an idea of the time commitment they'll need to make to you and your project. Here are a few examples of appropriate project advisors. If your project involves establishing a K-12 cybersecurity program in your school district, your project advisor might be an IT professional or a security engineer. If you plan to address obesity in children, your project advisor might be a doctor, nurse, or nutritionist. If you're working to provide environmental educational programming, you might reach out to your local nature center or parks department staff. Once you've identified the adults on your team, we encourage you to provide them with a printed or digital copy of the Guide for Adults, Guide for Leaders, and/or Guide for Project Advisors. These tools will help these adults understand the Gold Awards so that they can better support you. Our Highest Awards Committee is also part of your project team. When you submit your project proposal to the council, we will assign a mentor from the Highest Awards Committee to you. Your committee mentor's role is to, number 1, support you. Number 2, ensure that your project meets the national gold requirements. And number 3, grant council approval to move forward with your project plan. Know that your parents, troop leaders, other Girl Scout volunteers, the Highest Awards Committee, and council staff all want to see you succeed and are here to support you. But no matter how many adults you have supporting you through your project, please remember that this is your project and you should take the lead. As a leader, it isn't your job to do everything. Rather, it's your job to make sure that everything gets done. You'll demonstrate leadership by recruiting and engaging a diverse team of volunteers, sharing your vision, setting schedules, creating a communication plan, delegating tasks, and solving challenges as they arise. We know that you are busy with school, after-school activities, maybe a part-time job or other responsibilities. However, you are still capable to lead a Gold Award project if you are dedicated to it. Now, let's hear from Gold Award Girl Scout Anna on the approach she took to leading her project team to achieve her goals.
Through this project, there are many steps that were taken, from organizing meetings, making presentations, and creating events to move the project along. I spoke and worked with many different people to complete tasks for the project. After working with my smaller team, I then spoke to hundreds of people at church to ask for materials and tools, along with the help of labor to create the project. Next, I gathered all of the volunteers and materials to create the path. Later, I worked countless hours by myself and with my family members because of COVID restrictions. I also hosted virtual meetings to continue communication with my team because then we couldn't meet in person. Overall, I worked through a lot of troubleshooting with my team to complete the project in a timely manner.
Creating your project plan is the 4th step in the GOLD process. This is the point where you'll start finalizing what you plan to actually do for your project. By bringing together the work and research you did in the previous steps, you'll work out the specific details of your project proposal. This includes a project description, proposed budget, and task timeline. You'll also think about how the project will impact you, your target audience, and your wider community. And you'll define your project's national and/or global link, set goals to measure your impact, and plan how you'll sustain your project. Let's look at sustainability, national and/or global link, measuring impact, and budget and task timeline next, which are all part of creating your plan. Let's start with sustainability. Sustainability means that the work you put into your project continues even after you've done your part and finished earning your Gold Award. Each project will incorporate sustainability differently, and that's okay. There are several different ways to ensure a project is sustainable. Let's look at a few different examples. If a Girl Scout establishes a new teen club at a church, getting a commitment from the church to continue the club is sustainable because it's a permanent solution. If a Girl Scout develops mental health workshops, collecting surveys to ensure the participants are learning, and sharing the curriculum with the school district to continue the workshop is sustainable because others are being educated. If a Girl Scout is protecting sea turtle habitats and starts a petition in part to enact a new law that protects that animal, the project is sustainable because the Girl Scout is advocating for change. Gold Award Girl Scout Michaela shares how she incorporated sustainability into her project.
While sustainability is a requirement for the Gold Award project, I think it's a really important aspect of all projects. For my project, I incorporated sustainability because it was a lot about education, which is information that people will carry with them going forwards. I also helped to establish a club, the Psychology Club, that will continue with the Mental Health Awareness Week in future years, hosting that every year. And making sure those resources are constantly available for students. The Mental Health Awareness / Psychology Club also serves as a connection between administration and teachers and the student body, making sure that the students' needs, mental health and well-being wise, are really being taken into consideration, rather than forcing administration and teachers to kind of guess what students need. So my project will continue on in several ways, and hopefully will improve the overall well-being of my school community.
When going for your goal, you also want to give some thought to how far this problem extends. Is it happening only in your neighborhood? Is it affecting cities nationwide? Or is it prevalent in other countries? This is your global link. Once you've identified your global link, what you learn can help you with your project, or your project can benefit a greater audience. For example, if other communities are experiencing this same issue you've been researching, how are they handling it? Consider reaching out, explaining your ideas to them, and ask them for their advice, or even a possible collaboration. You can use what you learn to help you implement your project. Or you can think about it the other way. Share what you've learned to help others in need beyond your main target audience. Maybe you can connect with an organization that is working on the same issue in another city or country and share your insights to help them with the same issue they are experiencing there. Successful Gold Award projects have goals and measure true impact. Your impact is measurable when you collect information or data throughout your project and use it to show that your actions have had a positive effect towards bettering the community. This means that you will need to set a goal or two. That way, when you measure your results, you'll know how effective your project was overall. Goals can sometimes feel intimidating, but remember, you're setting them for yourself, and they are adjustable. Think about what you can count in order to measure the effectiveness of your project. You can ask how much or how many. For example, you might count how many people your project helped, how many people it involved, or how many people you educated. You might count how many people changed their behaviors or attitudes based off of the surveys that you facilitated. You can also count the number of members in a group, or how many clicks, shares, likes, views, or comments your website or posts receive. Another way to measure effectiveness is by facilitating surveys. If you are introducing a new concept to the group, you can use a pre- and post questionnaire to measure how much they've learned or assess what behaviors they've changed. Let's talk about money needed for Gold Award projects. Gold projects don't need to be expensive to be successful, but we know that sometimes a project might require additional financial resources. Part of creating your plan is to determine how much money you need for your project and then figuring out where you'll get the funds to cover those expenses. Take a look at the sample budget. To create a budget, you need to start by thinking about all of the expenses associated with your project. After estimating what your total expenses are, then you need to figure out where you're going to cover them. Here you can see the items needed for the Gold project, the estimated costs per item, and where the funding will come from for each item. After you've drafted your budget, if your project expenses are too high or you encounter challenges funding your project, you might need to adapt your project to decrease your expenses. And because a Gold Award project is a take action project, you cannot profit in the end, meaning you should not have any money left over. So if you happen to raise more funds than your project requires, consider either expanding your project to utilize all the funds or be prepared to return unused funds to your contributors. Here are the appropriate ways that you can fund your gold project. If you're in a troop, you and your Girl Scout sisters can decide to use a portion of your troop treasury. You can also use program activity credits from the fall product and cookie programs. Consider using personal money from babysitting, doing chores, or a part-time job. Troops that participate in the fall product and cookie programs can also participate in additional money-earning activities. Examples of money-earning activities include hosting a car wash, having a garage sale, selling handmade items, collecting aluminum cans for recycling reimbursement, hosting an event where you charge an entrance fee, and providing neighborhood services for a fee, such as shoveling snow, walking dogs, or raking leaves. You can find more ideas for money-earning activities and tips for managing troop finances in the Troop Money Management Finance Booklet and in Volunteer Essentials at gswise.org. All money-earning activities must be approved by GSWise. You can also apply for a community grant if you find a grant opportunity that fits your project. Do this by contacting GSWise first to work with our philanthropy team on the approval, application, and reporting process. Finally, you are able to do a direct solicitation for philanthropic donations by asking friends, family, and companies to donate money and/or supplies for your gold project. This is only allowed for gold projects. To ask for a donation, it's required that you contact GSWise first. We'll connect you with our philanthropy team to work through this process with you, which ensures all donations are tracked and donors receive tax receipts or acknowledgement letters. Also, if soliciting for monetary donations, GSWise can set up a link in our GSWise donor system that you can provide to potential donors for your project. Since our Girl Scout Council is a nonprofit, the government gives us specific rules that we must follow. And since you're a member of this organization and your Gold Award project is a Girl Scout activity, you fall under these rules too. So now let's cover what is not allowed. You cannot raise money for another organization and donate proceeds to that organization. You're not able to raise money by hosting games of chance, which include raffles, contests, or bingo nights. The IRS guidelines prohibit these activities from being conducted by girls. You cannot use third-party crowdfunding sites like GoFundMe to collect donations. And you cannot do activities that generate profit for a specific company, as Girl Scouts restricts the endorsement of commercial products. This includes product demonstration parties and promoting any businesses by distributing their coupons, or hosting a Girl Scout night, or promoting a special night for discount at a restaurant. As you create your plan, part of the process in Gold has you creating a timeline that outlines the steps involved in putting your project plan into action. Like this partial example you see here, you'll do this for your project and create a list of all of the tasks indicating dates and amount of time needed to complete those tasks. This step is critical to the success of your project. The more time you put into planning the details of your project, the smoother your project will go, and the easier it will be to work through any challenges that you might face. Because let's be realistic, nothing ever goes completely as planned. When thinking about how you're going to reach your goals, consider when one task needs to be completed before you can start another task, or when you can work on certain tasks at the same time. And when will certain tasks make more sense to complete during a specific Wisconsin season? Also, be realistic about how long it takes to complete each task. It probably doesn't take 1 hour to send an email. You will keep track of your hours in Gold as you go along. All the time you spend working on your project counts towards the 80 hours suggested minimum. This includes research time, calling and talking to experts, and finally, doing your project. It all counts. As you are wrapping up your project plan, review the Gold Award project rubric to make sure your project meets the Gold Award requirements. You've likely seen a rubric before for a school project, but if you haven't, all you need to know is that a rubric is a tool for communicating expectations for an assignment or project. The Gold Award rubric lays out each step and provides examples from does not meet standards to meet standards. By using this tool, you can keep your project on track, judge where it stands for each step, and see how you can improve as you go along. You and the highest award committee mentor will use this rubric during the council approval process to ensure your project meets the minimum standards. Again, this can be downloaded from our council webpage. Once you have a solid project plan, it's time to get council's approval before you can begin your project. Let's walk through step 5, which includes submitting your proposal to the council for approval. First, you'll submit your project proposal to the council through Go Gold. It's important to note that you should submit your project proposal at least 3 weeks prior to when you wish to begin implementing your project. This allows enough time for the approval process to play out. Before sending your proposal to the council, take time to carefully read all the information in Go Gold and provide thoughtful, detailed, well-written responses. You want to paint a very clear picture of what you are setting out to do. The highest awards committee reviewing your proposal and approving your project may not know you personally, so be specific so your vision is clear to them. The more details you provide, the more likely they will fully understand the goals of your project and can provide you with meaningful feedback without having to ask you a ton of questions. The more details you provide, the faster a project proposal is approved. To give you an idea of the details we're looking for in your proposal, here's 2 example responses to the question in Go Gold that asks about your national or global link. The first response on the left is not at all detailed and does not really explain the national or global link, while the other response on the right is a great example. That example clearly explains a national link in this case. Feel free to pause the video to read through the great example on the right so you have a better idea of the detailed responses we are looking for. You'll also be asked to complete a project self-assessment using the Gold Award Project rubric, and you'll upload this into Go Gold. Before you can submit your project proposal to the council, you'll need to get your troop leader or Girl Scout volunteer to verify that you completed your prerequisites, and your project advisor will verify that they are in support of your project. This is done in Go Gold when you trigger emails to your troop leader or Girl Scout volunteer and your project advisor. Once your troop leader or Girl Scout volunteer and project advisor both verify, then the button unlocks for you to submit your proposal to the council. Within a week of submitting your proposal, you will receive a detailed email from council pairing you with one of the mentors from the highest awards committee. Again, the highest awards committee wants to see you succeed. Your committee mentor's role is to support you, to ensure that your project meets the national gold requirements, and to give you council approval to move forward with your project. Your committee mentor will contact you by phone or email to schedule time to discuss your proposal. These meetings can be done by phone, virtually, or sometimes in person. You'll decide what works best for the both of you when you schedule the meetings together. These meetings should not be scary, however, you should be prepared. Through these meetings with your committee mentor, both you and your mentor will review and discuss your project plan against the Gold Award Project rubric to ensure your project meets the Gold Award guidelines. You'll have opportunities to ask your committee mentor questions as well. And your committee mentor will provide you with some project feedback or suggestions from the entire committee. What you do with that information is up to you, because the Gold Award project is your project. In most cases, it is necessary for Girl Scouts to add additional details to their project proposal. If this happens to you, don't let this discourage you. It's just part of the process to ensure your written proposal includes your entire plan with all of the details. When your project is approved by your committee mentor, you can begin your project. You will receive an official approval email confirmation from council, which includes important reminders that you should review throughout your project to ensure you continue to follow the Gold Award guidelines and council policies and procedures. For example, did you know that you must collect photo release forms when you take pictures of others? Or that if you need a contract signed for anything, that the contract must be signed by a council staff member? Your project will also be unlocked in Go Gold, so you can continue to track your progress as you implement your plan. You've done a great deal of research and you have a solid plan that has now been approved by the council. Now it's go time during step 6. Lead your team to carry out your plan. Stay in touch with everyone on your project team. This includes your troop leaders, your project advisor, any businesses you're partnering with, your mentor from the highest awards committee, and your friends and family. Plan to be flexible throughout your project as you continue to learn about the issue you are addressing or when speed bumps arise. Consult with safety activity checkpoints and volunteer essentials to ensure you are following Girl Scouts of the USA and GSY's guidelines and processes. Don't forget to take pictures and video along the way. This will help you share your story with others. Use the experience and budget logs in Go Gold to track your progress. And if you have questions, ask. Reach out to anybody on your team or contact the council. Everyone is here to see you succeed in earning your Gold Award. Most importantly, make sure you have tons of fun doing your project. This is where you will see all of your hard work pay off. Once you get to the educate and inspire step of the Gold process, you're on the home stretch at step 7. You have put a massive amount of energy, passion, and time into your Gold project, and it's time to tell your story. Tell others what you did, share what you learned, and the impact your project had on your target audience. This is your chance to shine and to reflect. Telling other people about your project, either during your project or after it's completed, not only helps you to celebrate your accomplishments, but it's also a great way for the broader community to see the impact that you've made. Sharing your project with others might even inspire them to get involved. There are many ways that you can share your story. You can use social media or create a website or blog telling others about your project. You can make a video and post it online. You could give a presentation to community members or a local club that serves your community. You could share your story with your younger Girl Scouts, which might even inspire them to go for the Gold. Also consider reaching out to your local media. The final step towards the Gold is submitting your final report. Before we share the process, let's go over the deadlines. If you want to be recognized for earning your Gold in a specific year at our Council's Spring Highest Awards Celebration event, then the deadline to complete your project and submit your final report is March 1st for that coming spring's event. Girls that submit their report after March 1st will be recognized the following year. However, if you're not concerned about being recognized during a specific year, then the ultimate deadline to complete your project and submit your final report is September 30th after you graduate 12th grade. You'll determine the timeline that works best for you, but we've heard from a lot of Gold Award alumni that if they were to do the Gold over again, they would have started earlier. When you're all done with your project, complete the final steps in Go Gold, providing all the summary information about your project. You'll also have an opportunity to upload any additional attachments of your choice prior to submission. Once you submit your final report, the process that plays out after is the same as when you submitted your proposal. You will get an email from Council connecting you to the same committee mentor you originally worked with. Your committee mentor will schedule a meeting with you to discuss your final project. This is an opportunity for you to showcase your hard work and celebrate your achievements. You and your committee mentor will review your final project against the Gold Award rubric to ensure that you've met the minimum Gold Award requirements and that you set out to achieve the project you originally proposed or found ways to overcome reasonable challenges. Once you receive final approval from your committee mentor, you'll receive a final approval and congratulatory email from the council noting your accomplishments. Now, a little bit more about our annual Highest Awards celebration. Each year, our council holds a Highest Awards celebration for current members. This is an opportunity for girls who have earned the Girl Scout Bronze, Silver, and Gold Awards to be recognized for their accomplishments. Families, troop leaders, and project advisors are encouraged to attend to celebrate you. Girls that attend the event will receive their Gold Award pin, compliments of GSYs, in addition to a Gold Award certificate from GSYs, among many other commendations we request on your behalf. During the highest award celebration, GSYs will also recognize one Gold Award Girl Scout that stands out as the GSY's Gold Award Young Woman of Distinction. A GSY's Gold Award Young Women of Distinction project exemplifies the qualities of a Gold Award and is selected using the Gold Award Project rubric. The Council chooses this Girl Scout from all projects that have been completed in the past year. Be sure to celebrate your accomplishments with your troop and family. You deserve all the recognition you can get. And don't forget to check out your local Girl Scout shop for Gold Award merchandise to commemorate your Gold Award achievement. The Girl Scouts of the USA Gold Award Scholarship Program recognizes the outstanding achievement of and provides financial support to one Gold Award Girl Scout per council annually. GSYs reviews and nominates one girl each year to GSUSA to receive this financial award. These scholarship recipients have completed Gold Award projects that demonstrate extraordinary leadership, measurable and sustainable impact, and that address an issue of national and/or global significance. Council will let eligible Gold Award Girl Scouts know when the application process is open for the GSUSA Gold Award Scholarship. Gold Award Girl Scout Carly would like to tell you more about receiving a scholarship for her Gold Award.
Thanks to Girl Scouts of the USA, I received a college scholarship for my Gold Award. Going gold was worth it because I was able to make an impact in my community, and because of this scholarship, I was able to spend more time enjoying my first years of college rather than wondering how I would pay for college.
Before we end, we wanted to remind you of all of the Gold Award resources that are available on our Council's Gold Award webpage. We are beyond excited that you're going for the gold. You might be feeling a bit overwhelmed or anxious, or maybe you're feeling ready and motivated to get started. Pursuing the Gold Award is no easy task. It's a big project. It will require time and energy, even when you're juggling so many other things in your life. But we promise you it will be worth it. This is your time to sparkle and make an impact in your community. If you have any questions about the Gold Award, let us know. We are here to support you and see you succeed. We look forward to receiving your project proposal as soon as you're ready. Thanks so much for taking time to learn about the Gold Award. Enjoy the rest of your day.